Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
You are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Good afternoon and welcome to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field. I'm Pat Krause here bringing you live coverage of the 2021 Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. We are in day 4 of the tournament, game number 12. We've got 2 set for today. Our first action today, we will see the visitors on the scoreboard, Redfield, post 92, taking on the home team on the scoreboard, Madison, post 25. We're down to the final 4 teams in this year's tournament. Yesterday, after the action was all said and done, I know I mentioned that we had to do some ironing out of who was going to play at what time and against who, and that all got squared away with our 3 games yesterday. That's where we are today, Redfield and Madison. Now, yesterday, in our late game, we saw Tabor defeat Madison in dominating fashion. That secures them in tomorrow's championship Tuesday, championship round tomorrow. Now, how the games play out today are going to determine what happens tomorrow. This first game here with Redfield and Madison, this is an elimination game, so this is a loser-out game. The second game could be an elimination game, I guess you could say. If Vermilion would defeat Tabor, that would put the final 3 teams all with 1 loss, and then Vermilion would play the winner of this game to decide who plays Tabor in the final championship game tomorrow probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We'll have to see what they decide on the times on that. Tomorrow's ball game will be at 1 o'clock, the first one, if there's two. But we aren't going to put the cart before the horse quite yet, as we've got 2 ball games yet to play today. 2 outstanding ball games that we're going to see between. There's a reason why these 4 teams are all still here. Each of them have found ways to scratch and claw their way back into it. Kind of give you the path here that these teams have taken to get here. We'll start with Redfield. Redfield back all the way, seems like forever ago almost, on Friday. They took on Vermilion post number 1 in a really well-played game all the way around. Redfield doing what they normally do. They scratch and claw, and they don't do anything real big, but they do a lot of the little things really well. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They field. They put the ball in play. They don't strike out. They throw strikes as with their pitchers, and they hung around, and in that bottom of the 7th inning, they were able to load the bases with nobody out, and Keaton Rolfs was the hero there, where he lined a single into left field to score the winning run to advance Redfield into the winner's bracket, where in their second game on Saturday, they took on a really a tough Tabor team. They were defeated 5-3, dropped into the losers bracket, where yesterday they defeated Groton in another really outstanding game, where Redfield defeated Groton 1-0 in that game, and that put them into today's game and where we're at today. For Madison, they kind of follow in the same path here for their here. They walked off Winter Cologne in their first game back on Friday, defeated Lake Norden Badger 9-2. They were defeated last night by Tabor and fell into this game today against Redfield. Starting lineups for today's ball game. For Redfield, the visitors on the team, post 92, coming into this game with a 2-1 record in the tournament. It'll be Owen Osborne leading off. He's pitching. Peyton Osborne's at second base, batting second. Batting third, Cooper Haney. He's at shortstop. Camden Osborne is in left field, and he's batting fourth. Keaton Rolfs is doing the catching. He's batting fifth. Easton Miller is in right field, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Eric Salmon. He's batting seventh. Seth Seabright is at first base, batting eighth, and Christian DeYoung in center field is batting ninth. Coaches for Redfield post 92 are Tommy Gregg and Brent Osborne. For the home team, Madison, post 25, Trey Smith will lead off playing left field. Logan Albee at shortstop, batting second. Batting third, Brady Eimers. He's at second base. Zach Whitlock is in center field, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Sam Olson. He'll do the catching. Colby Vostead is the designated hitter. He's batting sixth. Batting seventh, number 34, Riley Kieran. He's at first base. Batting eighth will be number 7, Nate Ricky. Ricky is playing third base. And batting ninth will be Ashton Nils, playing right field. Doing the pitching for Madison post 25 will be Peyton Wolf. Coaches for Madison. Give me just a quick second here. I had it and I lost it. Coaches are assistant coaches Mark Olson, Nick Kieran, and Greg Dorr, and the head coach is Bill Furnow. Right now we're going to have as the teams take their respective lines, Dan Karst, Legion Athletic Commissioner, is going to be reciting the Legion Code of Sportsmanship to the teams, and then we'll have our national anthem. So we'll keep it right here as Dan Karst recites the Code of Sportsmanship.
Please remain standing. Move your hands
And we are ready for baseball here on this Monday afternoon, August 2nd. Beautiful day here in Groton at Lockhart Field. Again, I am Pat Kraus bringing you all the action here on Live Ticket. If you are trying to find ways for family members or friends to see the game here, send them to groton.liveticket.tv and you'll find our stream there, or go to YouTube and search us out. Search for Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, and you will find us at our YouTube channel there. Umpires, for this first ball game on first base will be Matt Clark. Mike Sardo will be at third base, and calling balls and strikes will be Dave Purcell. Again, we're set for 2 ball games today. Madison, Redfield in this first one, and then Tabor and Vermilion playing in the nightcap. And in that game there, like I said, Tabor is the undefeated team. They're already solidified their spot in the championship rounds tomorrow. Just got to play it out to see if we're going to have 1 championship game, 2 championship games, or how it's going to work out. So that'll all be decided by the end of the day today. Set the defense here for Madison. In left field, we have Trey Smith. Center field, Zach Whitlock. And right field, Ashton Nils. On the infield, third to first, it'll be Nate Rickey, Logan Albee, Brady Eimers, and Riley Kieran. And your battery for Madison here in this first game. An elimination game behind the plate will be Sam Olson, and on the mound will be Peyton Wolf. Wolf came in for a brief relief stint earlier in the tournament, but now back to start the game here for Madison. Good fastball, good curveball. Looking to maybe see if he can keep Redfield hitters off balance. For Redfield, we're going to see Owen Osborne, Peyton Osborne, and Cooper Haney here in the top of the first inning. Owen Osborne doing the pitching duties today for Redfield. Coming into today's game, Osborne hasn't had a real productive tournament. Still does not have a hit registered. He has been on base plenty of times. Scored 3 runs, couple of walks. But again, patient at the plate, as all Redfield hitters are. Wolf quickly behind here, 2 balls and no strikes to the Redfield leadoff hitter. Redfield wearing their white pants, white jerseys with yellow lettering. The 2-0, that's in there for a strike. Madison in their maroon jerseys with gold lettering and numbers and white pants, maroon and white caps. The 2-1 swung on and missed, and Wolf comes back to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2, and that one slipped off the fingers, and that brings Olson out of his crouch and jumping to make the catch. Olson not a real tall catcher, but still had to go up and get that one. Full count here to lead off there. 3-2, swung on and grounded to third. Ricky up with it. On to first, and in time to retire Osborne. 5-3 on the putout for the first out. Nice job there by Peyton Wolf as he fell behind 2-0 and battled his way back, worked a full count, and got Osborne to ground out. That'll bring up number 15, Peyton Osborne. Peyton Osborne, kind of the utility player for Redfield. I think his natural position is more of a shortstop, third baseman, but today he's playing second. So Owen Osborne is able to do the pitching. Peyton batting .500 for the tournament, 4 for 8. First pitch on the way, that one stays high. Again, when Wolf came in and pitched against Lake Northern the other night, he showed some good stuff. He had a good curveball, and so far he hasn't been able to rein that in as the first few curveballs have sailed high. The 1-0 to Osborne misses high again. 2 balls and no strike, and again Wolf behind 2-0 to a Redfield hitter. Peyton Osborne wearing number 15. Winner of this game will advance into tomorrow. The loser tournament will be over. The 2-0, that misses low. 3 balls, no strikes. These teams fairly familiar with each other. They did play each other in the high school regional tournament where Redfield defeated Madison by 1 run. The 3-0, that's at the letters for a strike, so Count goes 3 balls and 1 strike. Close game there. I believe a 1-run game in that high school regional game. The 3-1, and that misses high, and Osborne is going to be aboard with a 1-out walk. Cooper Haney coming to the plate now. Haney playing shortstop, wearing number 33. Again, Haney having himself a pretty good tournament. 5 for 11 for 455. Has a triple, 4 singles. First pitch, that's in there for a strike, and Wolf seems maybe have found it now. Able to jump ahead this time. Fell behind the first 2 batters, got Owen Osborne to ground out, but then lost Peyton Osborne to a walk. The 0-1 misses off the plate. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Not much of a breeze today at Lockhart Field. We look out to center field. Our flag is just hanging. 1-1, runner goes. Olson's throw down to second is not in time. As ball kind of short hopped and Albee tried to field it and came down hard with a tag. Knocked the helmet off Peyton Osborne. But he is safe at second. Tommy Gregg's going to come out from his third base coaching box and check on him. Make sure everything's okay. Again, 2 games today. Madison Redfield now, and then 30 minutes after the completion of this game, we will have Tabor and Vermilion. And we'll bring that game to you here live on our stream as well, liveticket.tv or on YouTube at our YouTube channel. Peyton Osborne puts himself into scoring position. The 2-1 now to Cooper Haney. That's in there for a strike at the belt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, Peyton Wolf's not a real big guy out there, but he does have a good, lively fastball. Good motion. Albee sneaking in behind Osborne. Osborne dances off. Wolf checks. Now we got time called in the box. Again, as I mentioned, Redfield they do a lot of little things, and they do them really well. Running the bases is one of those. In Groton's game yesterday, Peyton Osborne went first to third on a single. The 2-2, curve ball stays high, misses 3 balls, 2 strikes. Peyton Osborne walked and then went first to third on just a pretty hard hit single by Cooper Haney, and then the next batter came up and knocked him in with a sacrifice fly. 3-2 lifted into shallow right center. Going to be a long run. That's going to fall. Osborne read it well, and he's going to come around. There's going to be a play at the plate. Throw comes in from the outfield, not in time. And Redfield is going to get on the board first on an RBI single by Cooper Haney. You got to give some credit there to Osborne as he went about a third of the way off the base and read it, and then all of a sudden he realized it was down, and then he took off, and he was full speed all the way around to score from second. Camden Osborne now stepping to the plate. Cleanup hitter. He takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to the Redfield number 4 hitter. Wolf comes set. The 0-1 swung on, chopped foul into Madison's dugout. Now Wolf ahead here in the count. No balls and 2 strike. Camden Osborne batting .286, 2 for 7 in the tournament. The 0-2 curveball stays high. Runs count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Redfield's lineup has not changed as far as the batting order goes since, well, I did some of the region tournament games last weekend. And throw over to Haney, not in time. Good move there by Wolf. Haney in, diving safely. We were just talking up here in the press box. Redfield having pretty much the same lineup, and we got to see them last weekend and this weekend. We can pretty much do their lineup from memory almost now. But it's worked for them, so that's why they're still here. The 1-2, again, Wolf having some trouble hanging on to that curveball as it slips out and goes high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wolf back on the mound looking in. Olsen gets a sign. He's going to check over at first. The 2-2 runner goes. Throw down is going to be not in time. And Haney is going to be in safely with a stolen base. Second stolen base this inning by Redfield. Again, as I said, they like to put the pressure on. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Camden Osborne. Number 4 here handles the ball really well. A guy you want to have in there if you're Redfield with a guy in scoring position. He does a good job picking out good pitches and putting good swings and driving it around. The 3-2 curveball, that's grounded to Ricky at third. He's going to check and go across. And in time, on a close play as Camden Osborne hustling down the line. And a bang-bang play at first base, and Camden Osborne retired on a 5-3 ground out. Keaton Rolfs is going to step into the box now. Rolfs doing the catching duties for Redfield Post 92, where he's, I think, most comfortable. He did pitch a little bit the other day. First pitch to Rolfs. That's at the belt for a strike. Oh, no balls and 1 strike. Rolfs batting .222 in the tournament. Couple of hits. A big one back on day 1. The 0-1. Swung on and lined into right center. That's going to be down for a hit. Nils up with it. He loses the handle, and Haney's going to score easily, and Rolfs is going to check in at second. And Redfield now extends their lead to 2-0. Rolfs will be credited with a single, and then advanced on the misplay by Nils in right. And Redfield now stretches their lead to 2-0 here early on. We're at the top of the first inning. Elimination game. Easton Miller in the box now. First pitch to Miller is in there for a strike. Wolf fell behind the first 2 hitters of the inning, and now so far he's gotten ahead. He's going to check Rolfs at second. The 0-1. There's that curveball. A little bit better control there with that one. Just missing on the inside corner. That's probably the best curveball he's thrown so far. So maybe he's fine if he's finding it, because Redfield's going to hit fastballs all over the 1-1. There's that curveball again. Back to Wolf. He knocks it down onto first in time to retire Miller. 1-3 on the putout. But Redfield, they get 2. They leave 1 after half inning. Redfield Post 92 leads Madison 2-0. Madison coming up in the bottom of the first. It'll be Trey Smith, Logan Albee, Brady Eimers. We'll have that, and I'll set the defense for Redfield when we return to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard.
And we are back to Lockhart Field for Class B American Legion Baseball State Tournament action. It's Pat Krause here on Live Ticket, bringing it to you in its entirety. We are in game number 12, an elimination game. Madison taking on Redfield. Redfield currently leading 2-0. Set the defense here for Redfield Post 92. In the outfield, left to right, it'll be Camden Osborne, Christian DeYoung, and Easton Miller. And in the infield, third to first, it's Eric Salmon at third, Cooper Haney at short, Peyton Osborne at second, and Seth Seabright at first. And the battery for Redfield in this elimination game behind the plate will be Keaton Rolfs, and on the mound will be Owen Osborne. Owen Osborne, usually the second baseman for Redfield, but towing the rubber to do the pitching duties today for Redfield as Rolf Stroll goes down to end the warm-up period, and that's going to bring Trey Smith to the plate. Trey Smith, Madison's left fielder, going to lead off today. Madison going with a little bit of a different lineup as over the last few games, Ashton Nils has been batting in the leadoff spot. Nils kind of struggling, so they're going to move him down, take some pressure off him a little bit, maybe help him come out of a little bit of a slump. Winner of this game will advance to play tomorrow. The loser will be done. And how things pan out tomorrow will be determined by our second game today between Tabor and Vermilion. First pitch from Osborne misses. You see on the cams, Osborne doesn't have a real strong arm, but he does put the ball in spots. And sometimes, a little bit slower pace might catch these guys off guard as a lot of them stand in the back of the box, get them on their front foot. A lot of pop-ups, a lot of ground balls, I think is what Redfield's hoping for. The 1-1, that stays high. Redfield plays some pretty good defense. Don't make a lot of mistakes. And I think that's why they feel confident with Owen Osborne on the mound. The 2-1, that's at the letters for strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. And the 2-2 on the way. There's that curveball. That's what we talk about. The speed is just not going to be there. And Madison's going to have to find a way to adjust to it as Trey Smith way out in front of that one. Just got a piece of it and chopped it into over in front of the Madison dugout. The 2-2 swung on. That's line into center. That's going to be right on DeYoung, and he'll put it away. 4 out, number 1. Smith put a charge into it, and however, DeYoung had it played just right. There aren't many outfielders in this field in this tournament that are as good as Christian DeYoung. He's pretty solid out there. Logan Albee coming to the plate. Albee wearing number 11, playing shortstop. First pitch is low for ball 1. Osborne looking in at Rolfs for the sign. The 1-0. That's grounded to short. Haney up with it. And on to first in time to retire Albee. 6-3 on the put out. We're out number 2. Two down, Brady Eimers coming to the plate. Eimers playing second base for Madison. Bat number 3 today. 2 up, 2 down for Owen Osborne here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch swinging, and that's popped up in the outfield. DeYoung calls for it. He's got it measured, and he'll put it away. And a good inning there for Owen Osborne. 3 up, 3 down on only 9 pitches. Madison, they score none, they leave none. After 1 complete, Redfield leads 2-0 for Redfield in the top of the second. We're going to see Salmon, Seabright, and DeYoung, and we'll have that for you when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field. Elimination game with Madison and Redfield. Redfield leading 2-0 so far early on in the game. We're in the top of the second. Set for 7 innings. Peyton Wolf beginning his second inning of work. Eric Salmon's going to dig in. Salmon playing third base today for Redfield. First pitch from Wolf is in there for a strike, so he jumps ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Madison went 3 up, 3 down in their half of the first. The 0-1 swung on, check swing, and he did go around, says Dave Purcell. No balls and 2 strikes here quickly to Redfield's third baseman, Eric Salmon. The 0-2. Curveball comes across for a strike, and Salmon down looking for out number 1. That's that curveball we saw the other night. Good sharp breaker. Nice up and down. Seth Seabright's going to come to the plate now. Seabright playing first base for post 92. Seabright's only hit in the tournament is a double. First pitch misses for a ball, the 1-0. At the knees for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Seabright trying to pick up Salmon here. The 1-1. He holds back. Doesn't chase down in the zone. Seabright bats from the left side. The 2-1. That's grounded at the plate. Going to be called a foul ball, as it hit off of Seabright in the box. Nice play there by Sam Olson as he was hopped up, one mask off, hopped out, made a good play, fielded it, strong throw to first. However, Dave Purcell says foul ball, hit him in the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the first hitter for second hitter here in the inning for Redfield, the 2-2. There's that curveball, and that comes across for strike 3. And Wolf gets his second strikeout in a row, both looking. As I said, he's got that good sharp curveball. Looks like it's going to stay high, and it breaks late, snaps down, hits the top side of the strike zone. Christian DeYoung coming to the plate now. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. DeYoung having himself a pretty good tournament, batting .375. He also pitched an outstanding game yesterday against Groton to defeat them 1-0. The 0-1 stays high. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're top of the second inning. Redfield leading 2-0. They got 2 in the top of the first. The 1-1 swung on and lifted into right. Nils is going back. And he will make an acrobatic. Oh, no, he didn't. He doesn't have it. He dropped. It looked like he had it. And umpire Matt Clark from the first base side was on the call, and he saw it come out of the glove. And DeYoung is going to be aboard. We'll see what the official scores give him there. Looks like they're going to give him an error on it. So a 2-base error puts DeYoung on second base, and that brings Owen Osborne to the plate. Osborne takes a strike. 0 for 1 today as he grounded out in his first at bat. Osborne doing the pitching today. He digs back in, bats from the left side. The 0-1 misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Peyton Wolf trying to leave DeYoung stranded out there at second base. DeYoung has pretty good speed out there. The 1-1. That's grounded to short. I'll be up with it. He fires across to retire Osborne. 6-3. To end the inning. So Redfield, they don't score any. They leave 1. After 1.5, they still lead 2-0. Madison coming up in the bottom of the second. It'll be Whitlock, Olson, and Vosted, and we'll have the bottom of the second inning here at the State B American Legion Tournament after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Groton, South Dakota, Lockhart Field. This is Pat Krause on Live Ticket bringing you American Legion baseball action, the 2021 Class B tournament. We are in game number 1 of the day, number 12 overall, where we're seeing Redfield leading Madison 2-0. Redfield got 2 in the top of the first. Zach Whitlock's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning for Madison. Whitlock playing center field. Bats from the left side. Whitlock did some pitching yesterday against Tabor. Started the game and then was removed early. First pitch on the way. We pop foul. Rolfs doesn't have a play. 0-1. Again, this is what I think Redfield is hoping that they're going to get out of Madison, where these guys are so anxious because Owen Osborne does not have a real strong arm, doesn't have a blazing fastball, and his curveball's even slower. The 0-2 stays high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing Redfield has going for him is some outstanding defense behind him, so ball's in play. Redfield's got a good chance. The 1-1 swung on and fouled. Again, Madison trying to maybe do a little too much here instead of just staying within themselves and driving the ball. 1-2 the count to Madison center fielder Zach Whitlock. The 1-2 on the way. Curveball, slow curveball. Got him on his front foot. Going to be a long run for Camden Osborne, and it's going to land foul down the left field line. One, two, the count. Zach Whitlock wearing number 28. Digs back in. Osborne looking in at Rolfs. He gets the sign he likes. The 1-2. Fastball grounded to first. Just foul. Just wide of first. Again, Madison trying to figure it out here. Only sent 3 batters to the plate in the first inning. The 1-2. Misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Winner of this game will move on to play tomorrow. Opponent to be determined. The 2-2. Curveball, and Whitlock just got a piece of it and chopped it over in front of the Redfield dugout. 30 minutes following this game, we will have another game here with Vermilion and Tabor. The 2-2 swung on and lifted into shallow right center, and DeYoung's going to have it measured, and he'll put it away for out number 1. Again, I think that's the name of the game. I'm sure Tommy Gregg and Coach Osborne over in the Redfield dugout told Owen Osborne that they understand he's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but that's not his job right now. His job is just to throw strikes and let his defense work for him, and so far it's working out. Sam Olson coming to the plate now. Olson doing the catching duties again for Madison. Pretty solid player back there. First pitch is chopped foul down the third baseline. Sam Olson batting .444. 4 RBIs. 2 runs scored. The 0-1 misses, low and away. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. The 1-1 from Osborne. Slow breaking curveball comes across for a strike. And Osborne gets back ahead in the at-bat here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way. Curveball again. I think that one went behind him. 2-2 to Madison's catcher, Sam Olson. Olson wearing number 4. The 2-2 on the way. Misses. Low and away. Now the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 now. Olson trying to get something started for Madison. Colby Vosted stands on deck. The payoff pitch. And that's hit into left center. DeYoung's got it measured, and he'll put it away for out number 2. Again, Madison hitters just out on their front foot right now and popping everything up. Trey Smith put a charge into one, however, it was right at Christian DeYoung, but the 3 other fly balls to center have just been kind of lazy, routine fly balls. Colby Vosted stepping up, number 6 hitter in the lineup. First pitch misses in the dirt. Vosted hit a double earlier in the tournament. His only hit, I believe. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vosted 1 for 3 with a double. Osborne looking in at Rolse. He gets the sign. The 1-1. Swung on and lifted into shallow center. Peyton Osborne out from his second. He's going to call for it, and he puts it away to retire the side. And Madison goes down again in order. They score none, they leave none. After 2 complete, Redfield still leads 2-0. For Redfield in the top of the 3rd inning, we'll have Peyton Osborne, Cooper Haney, and Camden Osborne. And we'll bring you the top of the 2nd inning here at Lock Karst when we return after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we are back in Groton, South Dakota for Class B American Legion baseball action here on Live Ticket. We are in an elimination game. This is day number 4 of the tournament, game number 12. The winner will move on to play tomorrow. Loser will be done. Redfield hanging on to a 2-0 lead. They scratched 2 across in the top of the 1st inning, and that's where our score stands here so far. Peyton Osborne going to lead things off here for Redfield in the top of the 3rd inning. Peyton Wolf beginning his 3rd inning of work. 42 pitches so far through 2 innings. First pitch to Osborne, curveball misses in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, absolutely picturesque day here at Groton. We've been really lucky with our weather this weekend. The 1-0 stays high, 2-0. Had a little bit of some haze and things on Friday, but that cleared up, and we've had some great days out here at the ball field. The 2-0 is in there at the knees for a strike, 2-1. Peyton Osborne walked and came around and scored in the 1st inning. 3-2-1 misses high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Redfield's second baseman, Peyton Osborne. Wolf gets a sign from Olson. The 3-1. Swung on and grounded to 3rd. Ricky fumbles with it. Albee's going to go under Albee's glove, too. Osborne's going to be aboard on the error. Ball took kind of a sharp downward hop there on Albee. Got under, on Ricky, and then scooted over to Albee. I don't think they would have had a play anyway, but Osborne aboard on the air to lead off the inning, and that's going to bring up Cooper Haney. Haney singled and scored back in the first inning. First pitch to Haney on the corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. To the Redfield shortstop, number 33, Cooper Haney. I said, one thing about Redfield, they don't strike out. They get 2 strikes on them, they put the ball in play. Haney takes high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Peyton Wolf checks Peyton Osborne. The 1-1 chop foul. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Peyton Wolf looking in at Sam Olson, gets the sign, comes set, throws over, check on Osborne. He's back in safely. One ball, 2 strikes. Tommy Gregg giving a series of signs to his hitter and base runner. Osborne back on the rubber. He looking in, gets the sign. Now he's set. The 1-2, and that's fouled. Curveball left up, and Haney got a piece of it and fouled it off. Stay alive in the at-bat. Outfield playing about straight away. Whitlock maybe shaded a little bit to right center. Nils playing kind of deep over there in right. Wolf set. The 1-2, that's popped up. Ricky's going to give it a look over here in foul territory. Long run, and it will fall foul. Good hustle there by Nate Ricky and left fielder Trace Smith. Just too far of a run for either one to make the play. Haney stays alive, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Redfield likes to run here with 2 strikes, kind of turn a straight steal into a hit and run. The 1-2 runner goes, and that's exactly what happens. Most likely that's not a designed hit and run. I think Tommy Gregg giving Peyton Osborne the steal sign, and then their hitters know with 2 strikes, if it's there, they got to put it in play. They're not going to go down looking. Osborne was picked off yesterday by Alex Morris. We'll see if Peyton Wolf throws over this time, as Osborne was off on the last pitch. No throws. Grounded through the hole on the right side, and that's going to get through. And Osborne, he's going to come around second. He's going to try for third. Nils up with it on to third, is not in time. And on the play, Haney's going to advance to second as Ricky loses the handle. And again, as I said, just this gritty scratch and claw. You know, going first to third on a single, and then Cooper Haney heads up running as the ball got away from Ricky, and he's at second. And Redfield is threatening here in the 3rd inning with runners on second and third and nobody out. Haney aboard with his 2nd hit of the game. A single and then advanced on the throw. Camden Osborne at the plate now takes high for ball 1. Osborne grounded out to third in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Swung on, lifted into shallow center. Whitlock on. He's not going to get to it. Osborne's going to score. Haney unable to advance on the play. Just a little flare off the end of the bat from Camden Osborne. He drops it right in front of center fielder Whitlock, and that's going to get another run across for Redfield to extend their lead 3-0. And still threatening here, first and second, with nobody out. Keaton Rolf's up. And that's going to bring Greg Dorr out of the dugout for Madison. He's going to have a chat with his infield and his pitcher. Well, we got a little bit of time here. Coming up later in today here at Lot Karst, we're going to have our 2nd game of the day where we will see Vermilion taking on Tabor. Vermilion, finding a way all the way back in this tournament. They were defeated by Redfield 5-4 in an outstanding game back on Friday, but has since beaten Big Stone and Lake Norden Badger to get into today's action here at Lot Karst Field. We will crown a champion tomorrow. How that all plays out will be determined by the outcome of these two games. Conference on the mound over. Keaton Rolfs at the plate. Rolfs 1 for 1 today. First pitch to Rolfs swung on, and that's going to be lined through the hole on the right side. Cooper Haney's going to check in at third as Nils came on hard. Came up ready to fire it home. Haney had to hold a little bit, make sure that line drive got through. Again, good base running by Redfield as they collect their 5th hit of the game. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning. That's going to bring Madison's infield in on the grass, hoping to cut the run down. Easton Miller at the plate. First pitch in the dirt. Nice stop there by Sam Olson. Sam Olson turning into a hockey goalie there as that ball hit about 3 feet in front of home plate. Just hoping to get a glove on it, knock it down. He did so, keeping Haney at third. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. A base hit here could really break this thing wide open. Infield in for Madison as they're hoping to get a ground ball and cut the run down. That one gets away. Olsen hustling. There's going to be a play at the plate. Haney slides in safely. Albee, nice job backing it up in shortstop. All runners are going to advance. Haney scores on the wild pitch. Rolfs moves up to second. Camden Osborne to third. Wolf just spiked a curveball, got away from him, and Olsen probably one of the better defensive catchers in the tournament, and even he couldn't get to that one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Easton Miller. The 2-1. That's going to be chopped out in front of home plate. Going to be a tough play for Ricky. He fires the first in the dirt, and Kieran unable to handle it. Camden Osborne, he comes home on the throw. And we'll see what the ruling is there, as that's going to be one of those 50-50s. I think they're going to give him a hit. Redfield stretches their lead now 5-0 as they've gotten 3 across so far here in the top of the 3rd inning. And I don't think they're done yet. Runners on the corners. Won't be surprised if we see Miller off with this first pitch. He stays. First pitch to Eric Salmon is high for a ball. Salmon 0 for 1 went down looking in his first at bat. Still nobody out. We're in the top of the 3rd for Redfield. Runner goes. The throw down to second is going to be cut off by Albee. Now we got to. However, Albee doesn't throw it. And Rolf's able to score. Madison had the right call there. As soon as Olsen let the ball go, Rolf started down the line. He stopped about halfway, and Albee cut it off in the middle of the infield. However, he hesitated, and on the hesitation, Rolf's able to score the 6th run of the game for Redfield. The 4th so far here in the 3rd. And there's still nobody out. Salmon swings and misses at the 1-1. See Peyton Wolf looking like he's pitching with a little bit more urgency now. Miller gets his lead from second, the 1-2. That one misses just high. 2-2 now the count to Easton Miller, or excuse me, Eric Salmon. Easton Miller's on second. Salmon playing third base. The 2-2, that's lined foul down the right field line. Coach Brent Osborne going to track down the foul ball. Salmon looking for his first hit of the game. He was a strikeout victim back in the first. Redfield has gotten 4 across here so far in the 3rd inning, looking to add as they got a runner in scoring position, nobody out. The 2-2, that one misses high to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Winner of this game will move on to play tomorrow. The 3-2, swung on and missed, and Salmon down on strikes for the 2nd time in this ball game. And Madison gets the first out of the inning. Seth Seabright comes to the plate. Seabright also a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. He is 0 for 1. Seabright digs in from the left side. Miller gets his lead from second. Albee checks in behind, and that ball's going to hit off of Miller. And it scoots into center field, but not far enough for Miller to advance. 6-0 the score so far. 1 out. Wolf checks the runner. First pitch to Seabright. That's at the letters for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Seabright playing first base. The 0-1, and that floats high. Again, said Wolf just cannot find that curveball that he had the other night. He came in against Lake Norden, and he went right through their 2, 3, and 4 hitters pretty easily. The 1-1 at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One of the better hitters in the tournament, Jackson Nome, and was up to bat in that inning, and Wolf was able to retire him on strikes. The 1-2, that misses. 2-2 now. Miller, pretty good speed at second. Ball hit to the outfield for a base hit. Will score him. Wolf checks. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Seabright goes down swinging for out number 2. 4th strikeout in the ballgame for Wolf. All 4 of them are Salmon and Seabright. Christian DeYoung coming to the plate now. DeYoung playing center field. 0 for 1. He reached on an error on Ashton Nils out and right in his first at-bat. First pitch to DeYoung, low for ball 1. With 2 outs, Miller will be off with contact. Should be able to score on a single. The 1-0, that's in there for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wolf hoping to get out of here and leave Miller stranded. The 1-1. Curveball in there for a strike. Still not his best curveball we've seen, but still better than what he's been throwing. One of his better ones today. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Redfield center fielder Christian DeYoung. The 1-2. Tries to get him to chase. He doesn't. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the 3rd inning. Deuce is here in the top of the 3rd. Wolf comes set. The 2-2. Curveball, and DeYoung just gets a piece of it. He was fooled. Stuck the bat out and did catch a piece of it to foul it off to stay alive in the at-bat. Again, coming into today's game, DeYoung batting .375 on the tournament. The 2-2 swung on and fouled. And again, this is where Redfield gets you. Good quality at-bats, long at-bats. Yesterday in the game against Groton, I think DeYoung had about 11 or 12 pitch at-bat. The 2-2. Oh, they're going to check him at first. He did not go, and that's going to fill the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A little too anxious there with that curveball. And Tommy Gregg telling him, stay back, let it travel, let it get there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a 3-2. And that's going to miss, and that's going to get by Olsen, and Miller's going to advance to 3rd on the play. DeYoung aboard with a 2-out walk. Owen Osborne coming to the plate now, 9th man to bat here in the inning for Redfield. Osborne 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. DeYoung gets his lead from first. First pitch to Osborne is in there, first strike. Wolf jumps ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Madison trying to stop the bleeding here and get out of this inning. Wolf checks runners, both sides. Throws over to check on DeYoung. He's in safely. Yeah, DeYoung, pretty good speed. So I wouldn't be surprised. Redfield, again, likes to run, likes to put pressure on, doing the little things. The 0-1. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Again, they're going to make Madison make a decision here. They're going to throw it through, cut it off. The 1-1 at the knees for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, as they did earlier. Tommy Gregg likes to put the steal on and then turn it into kind of a hit and run. Runner goes, 1-2, and that's fouled. Just a bluff over at first from DeYoung. Not sure if it was just a bluff or he just didn't get a good enough jump and decided to stay, but Osborne check swing, caught a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat. Wolf steps off the mound, now back on. He's looking in at Olsen for the sign. 1-2 the count. 2 outs, the 1-2. That misses high and wide. 2-2 now. Redfield pushed 4 across so far here in the third. Runners on the corners. 6-0 the score. Runner goes, and Osborne swings and misses. Ball in the dirt. They're going to have to complete the play, though, as it hit the dirt. And Osborne retired, catcher to first. But Redfield, they get 4 on 4 hits. They leave 2 after 2.5. Redfield leads 6-0 for Madison in the bottom of the third. It'll be Kieran, Ricky, and Nils, and we'll bring you the bottom of the third when we come back to Lockhurst Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back to Lockhurst Field here in Groton, South Dakota on day number 4 of the 2021 Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. I am Pat Krause here on Live Ticket, bringing you all the action. Redfield leading here 6-0 going into the bottom of the third inning as they scored 4 in their top half of the third. Riley Kieran, number 34, steps in. Owen Osborne starting his third inning of work. 27 pitches so far. Fairly efficient through 2. The 1-0 to Kieran. That misses. And Osborne falls behind 2-0. Madison looking for a way to get back in. There's still quite a bit of game left here. They got to put some good quality at bats together to get some base runners on. The 2-0. That's going to miss now. 3-0. 3-0 to Riley Kieran, first baseman for Madison. Kieran pitched the other night against Lake Norden. The 3-0, and that's not even close, and that's gets to the backstop, and Kieran's going to be aboard on a 4-pitch walk. So Osborne throws 4 in a row to Kieran. That's going to bring up Nate Ricky. Ricky the hero on day number 1 against Winter Cologne as he lined a single down the left field line to score the winning run in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Ricky. That's in there for a strike at the belt. So Osborne comes back. After losing Kieran on a 4-pitch walk, comes back with first pitch strike to Nate Ricky. The 0-1 to Ricky. That's chopped hard foul. Again, every bit of contact for Madison, they've either been way out in front of it and fouled it, or they've been out on their front foot and popped it up, which is exactly what Owen Osborne wants. The 0-2, that floats high. Rolfs bluffs to throw down to first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Madison's third baseman, number 7, Nate Rickey. Rickey digs back in. Osborne checks over at Kieran. The 1-2 on the way. That's popped up into left. Camden Osborne, he's got it measured. And he will put it away for out number 1. Another fly out. That's the 6th fly out for Owen Osborne out of 7 possible outs. First pitch to Ashton Nils is high. 7 outs recorded, and 6 of them by a fly out for Owen Osborne. 1-0 the count. Ashton Nils at Nils playing right field for Madison. The 1-0, that's going to be lined right at Cooper Haney. They're going to try for 2 and not in time as Kieran dives back in. And Nils out on a line out, a soft liner to Cooper Haney at short. Trey Smith going to come up. Second time through the lineup now. Let's see if these guys make adjustments. Smith hit one hard in his first at bat, however, right at DeYoung in center. Kieran gets his lead. First pitch to Smith misses. Kieran on first. He led off the inning with a 4-pitch walk, but since then, Osborne able to get the next 2 hitters. Osborne checks Kieran at first. The 1-0 runner goes, and it's a hard ground ball. Haney up with it. Fires across. In time to retire Smith. Close play. Smith hustling down the line. But Madison, they leave one. They don't score any. After 3 complete, Redfield 6, Madison 0. We'll have Peyton Osborne, Cooper Haney, and Camden Osborne up for Redfield in the top of the 4th when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here, top of the 4th inning coming up as Peyton Osborne steps to the plate. Osborne officially 0 for 1 today, reached on an error and walked. He scored 2 runs for Redfield. Redfield leading 6-0, 2 in the first, 4 in the third. Looking to add to it here in the top of the 4th. First pitch is at the knees for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. This is an elimination game. Winner moves on, loser goes home. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peyton Wolf in his 4th inning of work. He's at 89 pitches. This next one will be 90. And a hard shot there by Osborne through the left side. He'll be aboard for the 3rd time. First hit of the game for Peyton Osborne. Cooper Haney comes up now. Haney 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Coming in, Haney batting .455 by being 2 for 2. He's going to add to that. First pitch swinging. And he's down. Oh, no balls and 1 strike now. Osborne takes his lead from first. Wolf checks. The 0-1 misses, wraps around the outside of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th. Osborne leads from first. The 1-1 to Haney. That misses high and away. 92 pitches now for Peyton Wolf. And he's only through 3 innings as he's unable to record an out so far here in the 4th. The 2-1, again high. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Redfield shortstop Cooper Haney in the box. 3-1 count, hitters count. Maybe we'll see a little hit and run here. And the runner goes, and it's fouled back to the net. Good opportunity there for, again, as I said, looking at Redfield's stat line, I mean, they're putting the ball in play. They're not hitting a bunch of doubles to score their runs. They're running the bases effectively. They're working counts late, taking walks if they can. Just put the ball in play. The 3-2 to Haney on the outside corner for strike 3, and Haney down looking for out number 1. Looking at the stat line right now, the line score, Madison has four errors in the game, uncharacteristic of them. And if a team like Redfield, they just take advantage of those, and you give Redfield extra outs, they're going to take advantage, and that's why we have a 6-0 score. Camden Osborne now the hitter. He takes a strike at the knees. Camden 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 3rd and scored. The 0-1, runner goes. Pitch down low, and throw down to second is not in time. And Osborne is in safely with another stolen base. 1-1 the count to Camden Osborne, the number 4 hitter. Again, handles the bat quite well. The 1-1. That's going to be grounded to third. Ricky up with it, checks, fires across, and he's not in time as Osborne hustling down the line. Ricky made the play, but took a little bit too long to get to look Peyton Osborne back as Camden Osborne hustling out of the box. Again, these guys, these Redfield players, they know what's at stake here, and they don't want their tournament to end, and they're hustling everything out. Keaton Rolfs comes to the plate now with 2 runners on. First pitch misses high and away. Rolfs 2 for 2 today, 2 singles, scored a run back in the 3rd. Runners on 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Peyton Osborne leads from 2nd, Camden from 1st. The 1-0 swung on and grounded to the left side. I'll be up with it on to 2, and the ball dropped by Eimers. Oh, Peyton Osborne now caught in between 3rd and home. Play at the plate, and he is out. Peyton Osborne coming around on there, trying to score. Got a little too far when he rounded 3rd, and Brady Eimers fires it home to retire him for out number 2. Camden Osborne at 2nd, and Keaton Rolfs at 1st. Albee made a nice play, fired on to 2nd, and Brady Eimers unable to handle it. He drops it. Peyton Osborne coming around 3rd, got a little too far off, and they were able to cut him down at the plate. Easton Miller comes in, and he takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 102 pitches through 3 2/3 for Peyton Wolf. The 1-0 is down low, 2 balls and no strikes. This could potentially be his last batter of the ball game, as with pitch count rules now, 105 pitches is the max in a day. The 2-0, runners both go. Throw down to 3rd is and we're throwing the ball around now as Rolfs got too far. Now he's going to be safe at 3rd. Oh my, a lot to unpack there. So we had the double steal going 1st and 2nd. And runners both go. Throw it down to 3rd, and that gets by Nate Ricky. Camden Osborne scores on the overthrow. Keaton Rolfs comes around 2nd, and then he comes way too far around, and he almost gets caught in between. And then on the play, Nate Rickey can't handle it, and Rolfs is safe at third. A lot going on there. Again, as I said, Redfield likes to put the pressure on, run the bases. After all is said and done, a run scores on the whole situation, and Redfield leading now 7-0. Keaton Rolfs on third. Easton Miller the batter. And this will be Peyton Wolf's final batter, as that was pitch 105. That was his 105th pitch. He'll get to finish the batter, the 3-1, and that's going to hit Miller in the middle of the back. And that's going to end Peyton Wolf's day, and now we've got a little bit of tension here coming. And we've got some tension between coaches here down below us as the count went to 3-1 to Easton Miller, and then he took the ball in the shoulder. And again, some tension going on here between these two teams. As I said, they do know each other as they played each other in the high school club season. And Redfield eliminated Madison in the region tournament. Some changes now here as Peyton Wolf has to come out of the game with 106 pitches. Logan Albee is going to come into the game. Albee, the starting shortstop for Madison. Peyton Wolf's going to move over to shortstop for Madison. I'll be taking his warm-up pitches, and we got 2 games set for today. At the completion of this, Vermilion and Tabor will do action 30 minutes following this game. Redfield leading 7-0. New pitcher on, Logan Albee. Eric Salmon in the box for Redfield. Salmon 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch misses high. Albee comes set. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good swing there by Salmon. Just swings through a fastball. Good fastball by Albee. He's got himself a good lively arm. He throws it hard from short. Albee comes set now. The 1-1 to Salmon. That misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on the corner for Redfield. They've gotten 1 so far here in the 4th. They lead 7-0. The 2-1, and that hits Salmon. And Salmon's going to be aboard after being hit by the pitch. And that's going to load him up for number 20, Seth Seabright. Seabright also 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Looking to find a way to break into the hit category. Redfield has 8 hits in the game, 7 runs. They scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. First pitch to Seabright, that misses. 1-0. The 1-0 on the way. Swung on and missed. Seabright a little behind it. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Redfield first baseman, Seth Seabright. The 1-1 on the way. That misses high and wide. 2 balls and 1 strike. Logan Albee on here in relief of Peyton Wolf. Trying to get out of here and leave the bases loaded. The 2-1 is in there for a strike. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Seabright only 1 hit so far in the tournament, and that was a double. The 2-2, that one misses. That got him. Yep, that's going to get him, and that's going to bring in a run as Keaton Rolfs comes in from third. Miller advances to third on the play. Salmon to second, and Seabright takes his base at first after being hit by a pitch. That's the third batter in a row that's been hit. Miller was hit by Wolf. Salmon hit by Albee, and now Seabright hit by Albee. Christian DeYoung steps to the plate. DeYoung 0 for 1, reached on an error in the first, and then walked. First pitch from Albee is misses for a ball. Albee from the wind, the 1-0. Misses 2-0. Redfield leading now 8-0 as they scored 2 here in the fourth. The 2-0, that's in there. Throw down to first, as not in time. As Seabright in, sliding feet first. A little daylight play over there between Olson and Kieran. Kieran not holding the runner, but situation like that, Seabright got a little too far off. Kieran snuck in behind him. The 2-1, that misses low. 3-1. Albee running the risk of walking in another run. 3-1 to Christian DeYoung. Top of the order coming up. The 3-1, and that misses, and that gets to the backstop, and DeYoung is going to be aboard. He's going to be credited with an RBI. All runners move up one spot. Salmon at third, Seabright at second, and DeYoung at first. That's going to turn the lineup over again, and Redfield going to have their ninth hitter at the plate once again, that being Owen Osborne, the leadoff hitter. I'll be looking in at Olson for the sign. Gets it from the windup. Runners take their lead. First pitch to Osborne misses high. Redfield has scored 3 here in the fourth. The 1-0. That's in there at the knees for a strike to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Redfield got 2 right away in the first, 4 in the third, and now 3 so far in the fourth. The 1-1, that's in the dirt right at Olson's feet. 2-1. Again, this plays right into Redfield's patience at the plate. They understand that Madison can't walk anymore. The 2-1, that's in the dirt for 3-1. With Peyton Osborne on deck, I wouldn't be surprised if Owen Osborne is taken here all the way, knowing that Albee hasn't been able to throw 2 strikes in a row for quite some time. The 3-1, and he does take for strike 2. Full count. Runners will be going now with the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. Again, Peyton Osborne standing on deck. He's got a hit, reached all 3 times so far. So if he were to reach, dangerous hitter for runners go. And Osborne down looking for out number 3, and that'll end the threat. However, Redfield leaves 3. They score 3, and they extend their lead to 9-0 for Madison coming up in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Albee, Eimers, and Whitlock, and we'll have the bottom of the fourth inning for you when we return to Lockhart Field and State B action after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And welcome back to state tournament action here in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field, right here on Live Ticket. Thank you for joining us throughout these last 3+ days. We are in day number 4, game number 12. overall. First game of the day. We got 2 today. Currently Redfield leading 9-0 over Madison. Owen Osborne finishing up his warm-up pitches, set to begin his 4th inning of work. Only 38 pitches through 3 innings. Again, he's not a strikeout pitcher, but he does do a good job of getting the Madison players to put the ball in play and get themselves out. Logan Albee is going to lead things off for Madison here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Owen Osborne looks in at his catcher. First pitch misses. Albee 0 for 1 with a ground out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 from Osborne. That's at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And kind of a tale of 2 pitchers here, as pitchers for Madison both have pretty lively arms. Osborne not much for speed. The 1-1, that misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Redfield leading 9-0. Madison trying to find a way to get back in it here. 2-1. 3-1 to Logan Albee. Albee now the pitcher for Madison, post 25. The 3-1. That's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count full. Again, Madison going to need a lot of base runners here, so Albee trying to be patient in there, work himself on. He calls time now at the plate. Kind of get things settled down. The payoff pitch. That swung on, hit hard into left field. Osborne and DeYoung after. DeYoung's going to call for it. He'll put it away for out number 1. Albee put a charge into it. Maybe just missed it off the sweet spot, and it hung. And with those 2 guys out there, with Osborne and DeYoung in left and center, there isn't much that falls. One out now. That's going to bring up number 15, Brady Eimers. Eimers playing second base today for Madison. First pitch to Eimers. That's on the inside corner for a strike. Madison just out on their front foot, just missing things here. The 0-1, that misses, as Owen Osborne not the type of pitcher that they've seen so far in this tournament. The 1-1, that misses high and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike from Owen Osborne to Brady Eimers. The 2-1. That's hit hard to third. Salmon knocks it down, fires across, and it will be in time to retire Brady Eimers. Again, defense for Redfield. They do a lot of the little things. That ball was hit sharply, and on the short hop, Salmon knocked it down and still had the awareness and the arm strength to get it across. Nice play over there by Seth Seabright also, as it one-hopped him, and he was able to hang in on and dig it out for the second out. Zach Whitlock comes up. Whitlock 0 for 1 with a fly out to center in his first at-bat. He takes a ball, 1-0. DeYoung, he moves over to shade a little bit in right center. The 1-0, that misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. Game number 2 set for 30 minutes after this one will be Vermilion taking on Tabor. The 2-0 swung on, and that's going to be lined over just out of the reach of Salmon, and that's going to be into left field for the first hit. First hit of the ball game for Madison, only the second base runner they've had on. Riley Kieran walked back in the third. Sam Olson now comes up. Olson 0 for 1 with a fly out to center in his first at bat. 2 outs. Whitlock on first. First pitch misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Olson doing the catching today for Madison as he's done all tournament. The 1-0. That's just under the letters for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peyton Wolf standing on deck. The 1-1. Swung on. That's going to be a lazy fly into the left. That's going to fall for a hit. Camden Osborne came hard diving, but just not able to corral it. And Sam Olson is going to be aboard with a hit. Again, though, he was out front, caught it off the end of the bat. Osborne made a good effort. That'll bring up Peyton Wolf. Wolf now in Colby Vosted's spot in the batting order as he started pitching and then came in to play the field. First pitch to Wolf, it misses. Wolf knocked out in the 4th inning due to the pitch count limit. The 1-0 from Osborne. Swung on, that's grounded to third. Salmon up with it. He's just going to stop, and he's just going to run Whitlock all the way back, and he'll put the tag on him, and that'll end the inning. Again, a little bit of tension there, as Madison players not happy with the call, but nonetheless, Zach Whitlock's going to be retired at third base to finish the inning. So Madison, they leave a couple, they don't score any. After 4 complete, Redfield leads 9-0. We'll be back here in Groton with the top of the 5th inning at Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
And we're back to start the top of the 5th inning here at Lockhart Field. 2021 Class B American Legion baseball action. This is Pat Krause on live ticket, bringing it to you in its entirety. Redfield leading 9-0 over Madison. Those 9 runs scored on 8 hits. Peyton Osborne going to lead off the inning here for Red here at the top of the 5th inning. He's reached all 3 times. Got a single, reached on an error, and a walk. Scored 2 runs. First pitch to Osborne is in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Redfield scoring. They scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third, and 3 in the fourth to get to their 9 runs. The 1-0, that's in there for a strike. Osborne looking for his second hit. 4th time to the plate here through 5 innings. Well, in the 5th inning here. The 1-1, that misses. Logan Albee in his 2nd inning of relief for Madison. Peyton Wolf started the game. He went to his max pitches. He's now at shortstop. The 2-1. Swung on and chopped him in front of the plate. Going to be a tough play. Albee up with it on to first. And they're going to retire Osborne on the ground out. Good play there by Logan Albee as he turned into a shortstop and showed off his arm as he made a nice play on the third base side of the mound and fired across to record the out. Cooper Haney comes to the plate. Haney 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and a strikeout. First pitch misses. Albee falls behind, 1 ball, no strikes. Albee looks in at Olsen, excuse me, the 1-0. That's on the corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1, that misses high to Redfield's shortstop. Cooper Haney. Again, Haney, a couple of hits on the day. Couple of runs scored. The 2-1 from Albee. That misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. Albee thought he had that one, but it missed. 3-1 is our count. Redfield now in a position 9-0. They get another run, and that 10-run rule could become a factor. And Haney's going to be aboard with a 1-out walk. Camden Osborne going to come to the plate. Osborne, he's 2 for 3. 2 singles, a ground out, 2 runs scored. Again, now Redfield being at the 5th inning, they were able to get a run here and then hold Madison in the bottom half. That would end the game. Throw over to check on Haney. He's back in safely. Kind of an awkward slide over there, but he's in safely. Redfield players getting the signs from their third base coach, Tommy Gregg. Camden Osborne wearing number 2 in the box. First pitch from Albee. That misses. Good stop there by Sam Olsen. As again, he's had to work back there. His pitchers have had him working back and forth, side to side. He's kind of been a hockey goalie at times, but doing a nice job. 1 ball, no strikes to Camden Osborne. Haney leading at first, the 1-0. We got time called here in the box, no pitch. And these Redfield hitters not afraid. If they're starting to feel uncomfortable, they'll call time when they're ready. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. That misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And we've got Vermillion and Tabor following this game 30 minutes after the completion. And we'll bring that to you here on our stream. The 2-1. Swung on. That's grounded to third. Ricky on to second for 1. The relay to first is not in time. Cooper Haney retired 5-4 for the first out, and Camden Osborne's going to reach on the fielder's choice. Again, Osborne gets down the line well enough that going to be hard to double him up. Keaton Rolfs comes to the plate. Rolfs 2 for 3, 2 singles. Reached on a fielder's choice, so he's been on base all 3 times. A couple runs scored. Camden Osborne takes his lead at first. First pitch to Rolfs. Swung on and just got a piece of it and fouled it off. As Albee jumps ahead here, no balls, 1 strike to Redfield's catcher, Keaton Rolfs. The 0-1 runner goes. The throw down to second is not in time. It is in time. Excuse me, I gotta let the call play out, and Keaton Rolfs, Camden Osborne cut down for the 3rd out. Redfield leaves none. They score none. After 4.5, it's Redfield 9, Madison 0. And we'll have Kieran, Ricky, and Nils for Madison in the bottom of the 5th, and we'll have that for you when we come back to Lock Cars Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back going into the bottom of the fifth inning here. Redfield leading 9-0 here in this elimination game. Winner will move on to play tomorrow. Again, time and opponent still kind of to be determined. Madison's going to send Riley Kieran to lead off. They'll have Kieran, Ricky, and Nils here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Kieran walked in his first at-bat, or first plate appearance. First pitch swinging. He's going to hit a lazy fly ball. Camden Osborne comes on. He calls off Haney, and he'll make the catch in short left center for the first out. Again, some would see Owen Osborne on the mound, and the fact that he doesn't have a blazing fastball or a big sharp curveball and say, how is this happening? And he's just doing his job. He's throwing strikes. Nate Ricky to bat now. That misses. Again, though, if you're Owen Osborne and understanding he's got a pretty solid defense behind him that he doesn't have to come out and blaze it and try to strike everybody out. 2-0 now to Madison's third baseman, Nate Ricky. Ricky 0 for 1. He flied out to left his first at bat. The 2-0, and that's going to hit Ricky in the shoulder. And Ricky's going to be aboard with one out after being hit by a pitch. And Peyton Nils is going to come in. Ashton Nils comes to the plate. As Peyton Osborne comes in and talks to his brother. Calm him down a little bit. One out. Ricky leads from first. Ashton Nils in the box. That first pitch is in. It's taken for a strike. No balls, one strike. Again, Owen Osborne, after hitting Ricky, comes right back with a strike. That was awfully close to a balk as he almost had his foot set. The 0-1, runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second is not in time. As Ricky steals second. Batter interference call here by Dave Purcell at the plate. So the runner is going to be out. Ricky is going to be out on batter interference for the second out. Nils swung at that pitch, and when you're the batter, you have to stay in the box and not impede the catcher. The 0-2 to Nils. That's swung on and lifted into right center. Miller up for it, and he slides, and he makes an outstanding catch in right field. And Nils is retired for the third out. So Madison, they only send 3 to the plate. They score none. They leave none. After 5 complete, 9-0 Redfield is still the score. Redfield's going to send Rolfs, Miller, and Salmon to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning, and we'll bring that action for you when we come back to Lock Cars Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Top of the sixth inning, Keaton Rolfs in the box. First pitch swinging. He was at bat when Camden Osborne was thrown out at second trying to steal. The 0-1 is flipped foul out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Keaton Rolfs. The 0-2 from Albee. That's swung on and lifted into center. Whitlock's got it measured, and he will put it away for out number 1. For those of you that were watching in the bottom of the 5th inning and wondering why Nate Rickey was out at second, Ashton Nils, when he swung through the ball, he got in the way of Keaton Rolfs, the catcher, and Dave Purcell, the umpire, deemed that as batter interference, in which case the runner trying to steal second or steal the base is out. Easton Miller comes in now. He takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Redfield leading Madison 9-0. The 0-1 swung on, popped up in foul territory. Going to be a long run for Trey Smith. He will put it away for out number 1. Out number 2. And 2 up, 2 down as Miller fouls out to left. And Eric Salmon's going to come to the plate. Salmon 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, and then was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. First pitch from Albee. That's in there at the letters for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. Swung on a pop foul. Salmon got a piece of it, flips it over the grandstand. No balls, 2 strikes. Madison trying to get out of here with keeping the bases empty. Salmon just misses, or Salmon takes that pitch low. Albee misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He thought he had it. He was already on his way to the dugout. Albee with his 43rd pitch here, 43 pitches. The 1-2, and that's going to miss. And now the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. We are in our first game of the day. We'll have Vermilion and Tabor following this game. The 2-2, and that one almost gets over the head of Olson. And now the count runs even, so Albee goes from almost striking him out now to getting to running a full count. He looks in at Olson. He gets 3-2 on the way now. That swung on and missed. Foul tipped, and Olson's going to hang on for the strikeout for the 3rd out. Redfield scores no runs. They leave no runners. After 5.5, Redfield leads 9-0. Madison's going to bring the top of the order up, and that'll be Trey Smith, Logan Albee, and Brady Eimers. And we'll have that bottom of the 6th inning for you when we come back to Lock Karst Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Start the bottom of the sixth inning here for Madison. They're going to send Trey Smith, Logan Albee, and Brady Eimers top of the order as they're starting to get down to it, as they have the bottom of the sixth and the bottom of the seventh, and that's it. Down to their last two innings, try to get back into this game as they trail Redfield 9-0. Owen Osborne stepping in for his sixth inning of work. First pitch misses low. That was pitch number 65. 65 for Owen Osborne. He's throwing a pretty good game, understanding that to use his defense, and he's doing a good job of that. The 1-0 misses, 2 balls and no strikes. All outs recorded have been fielding outs. He has no strikeouts, but that's not his game when he's pitching. The 2-0. That misses, and he's behind now. 3 balls and no strikes as Trey Smith try to spark something here for Madison. Again, as they trail 9-0. Redfield scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. Osborne gets a sign from Rolfs, and the 3-0. That comes across for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Smith 0 for 2. He lined out to center in his first at-bat and grounded out in his second. The 3-1 popped up. Salmon calls for it. Rolfs calls for it, and it'll be Salmon putting it away for out number 1. Both called for it, and Salmon able to get his glove out there before Rolfs and put it away for out number 1. So Osborne comes back from falling behind 3-0 to get the out. Logan Albee going to come up to bat now. First pitch to Albee misses. Albee 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. He's doing the pitching now for Madison. He's on in relief of Peyton Wolf. The 1-0, that skips into Rolf's glove. And Osborne now again behind 2-0. Again, doesn't get too flustered, though, if he falls behind. The 2-0. That's in there for a strike at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, should our score stay the same, Redfield will move on to play tomorrow. Opponent and time to be determined. The 2-1 is in there for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Osborne. There's that curveball, and he got Albee swinging. Gets away from Rolfs. They'll play it first, and they got him. On a good throw down by Keaton Rolfs. Good curveball there by Osborne, and Albee goes down swinging. Gets away from Rolfs. He has to recover and make a long throw down to first, and they retire Albee for the second out. Osborne's first strikeout of the game. Brady Eimers steps into the plate. Eimers 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. First pitch. That's in there for a strike at the knees. Osborne jumps ahead. Fell behind the first 2 hitters. Now he's gotten ahead in this one. 9-0 Redfield. The 0-1 misses high. Again, Redfield doing it just like we kind of figured they would. Good base running. Putting the ball in play. Madison has 6 errors on the board. That's not typical for them. The 1-1 comes across. He throws a big, slow curveball, and that comes across for a strike. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2, big curveball again. This time misses inside. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 misses. Count goes full. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tabor and Vermilion up next. 30 minutes after this game. Vermilion running the hot streak here. They lost their first game but have won 2 in a row. The 3-2 swung on and lined, and that's going to get into center for a base hit. And Eimers is aboard with a 2-out single. Zach Whitlock comes to the plate. Whitlock is 1 for 2. Singled in his last at-bat, but then was forced out at third to end that inning. As Eimers takes his lead with 2 outs. First pitch to Whitlock. That's lined into center. That's going to be down for a hit. And Madison now a couple guys on here, first and second. That's going to bring up Sam Olson. Olson 1 for 2. Single and a fly out. He singled in his last at-bat, but again, he was stranded at second. Owen Osborne at 80 pitches through 5 2/3. Not a bad pitch count. Kind of gets up there. He kind of likes to go deep in the counts. First pitch to Olson. That misses. 1 ball and no strikes. And Madison trying to find a way, trying to at least get on the scoreboard here in the scoring column. The 1-0, that stays high. 2 balls, no strikes to the Madison catcher, Sam Olson. The 2-0, and that's grounded to short. Haney up with it on to second to Osborne to record the out and end the inning. Sam Olson grounds into a fielder's choice. That's going to end the inning. Madison leaves a couple. They don't score any, and after 6 complete, Redfield still leads 9-0. For Redfield, it's going to be Seabright, DeYoung, and Owen Osborne, and we'll bring you the top of the 7th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back to Lockhart Field here in Groton, South Dakota. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you all the action here on Live Ticket. We are in an elimination game, game number 12 here on day number 4 of the Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. Right now we have Redfield leading Madison 9-0. Winner of this game moves on to play tomorrow. The losers tournament is done. Redfield scoring their 9 runs by way of 8 hits, but probably more impactful are the 6 errors by Madison. Seth Seabright into bat for Redfield. First pitch from Logan Albee is a strike. Albee in his 3rd inning of relief. The 0-1, that's in there for a strike, and Albee quickly ahead here. No balls and 2 strikes. He wants to work fast here. The 0-2, that's grounded right back to Albee. He's going to run it halfway over there and underhand it to Kieran to retire Seabright. 1-3 on the putout for the first out. Christian DeYoung now going to come to the plate. DeYoung playing center field. 0 for 1, reached on an error and 2 walks. He's been on all 3 times. 1-0. Albee falls behind, misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. That one gets to the backstop. Two balls, no strikes to the Redfield center fielder, Christian DeYoung. The 2-0. That's at the letters for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. We're at top of the 7th inning. Madison and Redfield. The 2-1. That one misses high. I'll be trying to reach back, do a little bit too much there, and his ball sails. 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the order, standing on deck, Owen Osborne. The 3-1. That's fouled into the net. Good swing there by DeYoung as he got a piece but fouled it into the net. Count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I'll be looking in, gets a sign from Sam Olson. The 3-ball, 3-2 count popped up. Olson's going to give it a look, and it will come back, but he unable to handle it. And DeYoung now going to get new life in the box. Again, as a former catcher, those are some of the toughest plays. As that ball's spinning up there, you get a little bit of wind, and I think the way Olson played it is he thought it was out of play, but then it spun back in and hit off the end of his glove. And I'm going to give DeYoung new life in the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. A 3-2. Swung on it, popped up on the infield. Ricky calls for it at third, and he'll put it away for the 2nd out. DeYoung retired. On the fly out for the 2nd out. Owen Osborne steps in. First pitch is at the knees for a strike. Osborne 0 for 4 today. 2 groundouts, 2 strikeouts. The 0-1 misses outside. Albee looks in at Olson, gets the sign. The 1-1 misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Madison's second pitcher, Logan Albee, on in relief of Peyton Wolf. The 2-1 swung on and missed. And Osborne now evens the count. 2-2, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. The 2-2. That one misses. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Owen Osborne. Owen Osborne doing the pitching today for Redfield. And throwing himself a game so far. The 3-2. Swung on, and that's going to be lifted into short center and down for a base hit. And that will be Osborne's first hit of the tournament. He came into this game 0 for 9. I believe, if I'm reading that correctly. Yes, 0 for 9. He was 0 for 4, so now he is 1 for 14 on the tournament. But he is aboard here in the top of the 7th, and Peyton Osborne is going to come to bat here. First pitch, Peyton Osborne. That's at the knees for a strike. Peyton Osborne was reached 3 times, reached on an error and a single and walked, and then grounded out. So officially 1 for 4. 1 for 3. 1 for 3 as he did walk in that first plate appearance. 0-1 the count to Peyton Osborne playing second base for Redfield. The 0-1 swung on and lifted into short right center. Long run for Whitlock and Nils, and it's going to fall in between them. Owen Osborne hustling on there around. He'll make it into third easily as he was off on contact with 2 outs. And Peyton Osborne, is aboard with his second hit of the game. And that's going to bring Cooper Haney to the plate. Haney 2 for 3. 2 singles and a walk. So he's been on base 3 times, scored 2 runs. Runners on the corners for Redfield with 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. First pitch misses high. Olsen trying to turn that wrist over and frame that ball down. 1 ball, no strikes. Logan Albee still pitching for Madison. The 1-0. That's on the corner at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. This is an elimination game. Winner moves on, loser goes home. The 1-1 on the way. That's at the knees for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, Albee's shown signs of being really really effective with that fastball at the knees. He's got himself a good arm, but I think just a little too late here. The 1-2, runner goes. Pitch grounded, foul. Peyton Osborne off with the pitch. Again, like I said, Coach Tommy Gregg likes to do that, likes to get his runner from first moving with 2 strikes, kind of turn it into a hit-and-run situation. And Osborne goes again. The 1-2 miss. Olsen doesn't throw it down. And Osborne going to be safe at second. The 2-2 to Haney. That misses and fills the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third. 2 outs for Redfield here in the top of the 7th inning. They lead 9-0. The 3-2 swung on, and that's going to be flipped foul down the left field line. Haney stays alive in the at-bat. Haney looking for his 3rd hit of the game. The 3-2 from Albee. Curveball, that's going to be grounded to first. Kieran up with it, and on to first to retire Haney for the 3rd out. Redfield leaves a couple, but they don't score any. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Madison. They're going to send Wolf, Kieran, and Ricky. We'll have the bottom of the 7th inning here at Lockhart Field when we come back after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Welcome back to Lockhart Field. This is Pat Kraus bringing you state tournament action here on day number 4, elimination game. Redfield leading 9-0. 30 minutes after this game, we will have our second game where we'll see Vermilion and Tabor. 2 teams riding a lot of momentum right now. You know, Vermilion lost their first game to Redfield in a tough one, 5-4 on a walk-off, but has come storming back to make it to this point in the tournament. But, of course, Tabor, they've won two games pretty convincingly. They defeated Big Stone City 12-0 on the first day and then defeated Madison last night 14-0. So their bats, as I just looked at their stats here, I think as a team, Tabor's batting .450 for the tournament as a team, which is almost unheard of. First pitch swing is Peyton Wolf, and Peyton Osborne calls for it, and Wolf's going to be retired on 1 pitch for the first out. Owen Osborne, we've got, looks like a substitution here. Mikhail Dorr in to bat for Madison. First pitch swinging. First at bat of the tournament for Dorr, and he's going to line a single into right field. Kale's dad, Greg, one of the coaches for Madison. Kale battling a shoulder, but gets an at bat and takes advantage of it and lines a single sharply into right center. Nate Ricky going to step in now. Ricky playing third base. 0 for 1 with a fly out, and then he was hit by a pitch. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Madison down to their last 2 outs. The 1-0. Swung on, hit hard into left field. Camden Osborne gets turned around, but he recovers. He's drifting back, and he drops the ball. And Dorr safely in at second. And Ricky on first on the error by Camden Osborne. And talked a lot about Redfield and their defense, and I think that might be the second fielding error of the tournament for Redfield, so still outstanding. Ashton Nilsen, he takes high for a ball. You know, Camden Osborne kind of got himself twisted and turned around and just couldn't regain his composure to put the ball away. The 1-0 to Nils. That's in the dirt, but doesn't get away far enough for anybody to advance. Madison trying to find a way here to make a run at it here and have an inning. Runners on first and second, 1 out. The 2-0. That's going to be lifted into right. Miller on, and he's going to put it away for out number 2. Madison now down to their final out. Trey Smith steps to the plate. Smith 0 for 3. 2 fly outs and a ground out. Runners on first and second. Got Ricky on first, Dorr at second. First pitch to Smith. That's hit hard into the gap. That's going to get over DeYoung's head. Dorr's going to score. Here comes Ricky around third. He's going to score. Smith around second. He's going to come in. He's going to check in with a stand-up triple. You know, Madison's still in it. They're not going to go away quietly. Madison gets 2 on the RBI triple by Trey Smith. 2 outs. We're still in the bottom of the 7th inning. Redfield now leading 9-2. First pitch to Albee. That misses high. Albee 0 for 3. Struck out his last at-bat. The 1-0. That's hit hard down the third baseline. Foul ball. Again, we've talked about it. That's why when you're coaching young kids, please remind them, let them know, get your lead in foul territory. Because if that hits him on the line, he's out. Instead, he hits him in foul territory. Just a foul ball. The 1-1 misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Madison down to their last out. Trying to stay alive here in this game. The 2-1. That one misses. 3-1. That was Owen Osborne's 96th pitch of the ball game. Smith leads from third, the 3-1. That's on the inside corner. That fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Albee didn't agree with that, but 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 3-2 swung on, hit hard into left center, and that's going to get through the gap. Albee around second. He's going to around first. He's going to try for 2. Coming around second, he's going to check in with the 2-out RBI double on the play. Trey Smith scores from third. Smith scores the 3rd run of the game and the inning for Madison. As again, with 2 outs, they're trying to find a way here. Brady Eimers comes to the plate. Eimers singled in his last at-bat, made it as far as second where he was stranded. Albee takes his lead from second. First pitch from Owen Osborne, floats high. Ball one. No action in the Redfield bullpen, so the 1-0. That's hit hard into the left. Osborne's got it measured, and he puts it away. A nice running catch, and that's going to end the game as Redfield will defeat Madison 9-3. That was Owen Osborne's 100th pitch. We will have totals and a recap of this first game today, and we'll do that when we come back to Lockhurst Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back to Groton here at Lockhurst Field on live ticket. In a game just completed, Redfield defeats Madison 9-3 to move into tomorrow's action, and that will eliminate Madison from the tournament. Redfield will be set to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The opponent will be determined after the result of this next game. Again, Redfield, I know they put up 9 runs on 10 hits, but you know they score their runs. They put the pressure on other teams by running the bases hard, taking extra bases when they get a chance, and that's how they win a lot of their games. And they did that here today against Madison. Of course, Madison with 6 errors on the day. Definitely didn't do themselves any favors with that. Owen Osborne threw 100 pitches for Redfield. He'll get the complete game victory. Not your most dominating pitcher, but he understands that he's got one of the probably the best defenses in the tournament right now. I think we were talking last night after the games were over that Redfield maybe had 1 error coming in today. Camden Osborne dropped that fly ball in the 7th for their 2nd error of the tournament, but for a Legion baseball team to only have 2 errors so far after 4 days of a tournament is rather impressive. So Redfield doing the little things, trying to find a way to get themselves in, and they do find a way to get themselves into Championship Tuesday. And they'll sit back now and they'll wait to see who they're going to play after this game with Vermilion and Tabor. Line scores for the game for the guests, Redfield, they scored 9 runs on 10 hits, and they commit 1 error. For Madison, they scored 3, got all 3 of them in the bottom of the 7th. 3 runs on 7 hits and 6 errors. Again, 6 errors is hard to come back from, especially if you're not offensively hitting the ball, and they struggled there until about the 6th, 7th inning. They did find a way to get some guys on base, however, it was too little, too late. Coming up here in about 20, 25 minutes, we will have our next game of our doubleheader today, and that will feature Tabor, post 183, and Vermilion, post number 1. Tabor, the undefeated team right now, and in their 3 victories, 2 of them have come by way of a 10-run rule. So offensively, very dominating in this tournament. As I said, looking at their team stats here just real quickly. As a team, for batting average, they are batting .453. Now, it's not unheard of to have a couple guys on your team batting at .453, but as a team average, that's rather impressive through 3 games of the tournament. They are undefeated. Vermilion coming in after losing their first game. They lost to Redfield 5-4 in a walk-off victory back on Friday, but they've come storming back and made a little run here. And I think we're going to have some excitement tonight as these 2 games. These 2 teams are very well coached, very well prepared for this type of a game. that's going to do it for the Redfield Madison game. We're going to put that one to rest, and then we're going to come back here in about 20 minutes and do a little pregame and preview of the Vermilion and Tabor action, as that's going to be our final game of the day. This game will determine kind of what happens tomorrow, and we'll talk about that when we come back with that. So with that, we're going to take a little break here from Lot Karst. I'm Pat Kraus on Live Ticket. Join us in about 20 minutes for Vermilion and Tabor, and we'll have that for you after just a little while.